May was a lot. Some beautiful moments, some really hard ones, and I'm feeling ready for a fresh month and a clean page. So today we're reflecting on May, setting June goals, and unboxing some happiness from PaperPlayHouseCo. So let's jump in. Hi friends, I'm Amanda Lynn and I am so glad you're here. Today we're flipping through May in my MäksēLife Goal Companion Notebook, reflecting on what worked, what definitely did not, and setting up June goals together. All right, first things first, let's flip back through May and check in on how the month actually went. I always like doing this because it helps me look back at my goals as information instead of success or failure. Some things got done and some things moved slower than expected, and some just needed to be released completely, and that's okay too. So let's start reflecting on May. The biggest win this month was definitely the extra quality time with Violet. My husband was out of town quite a bit this month, so instead of focusing on that, we tried leaning into making memories together with movie and game nights and some other free time. Those moments ended up meaning a lot to both of us. Right now, I'm working on preparing ahead for summer. Sometimes when life feels heavy, it can be really easy to freeze in the current season, but focusing on what's next helps keep me moving forward towards my goals, even if the steps are very small. One thing that has not been working this month, there's just been a lot mentally and emotionally between my mom's cancer journey and May-Cember chaos. So if I've seemed a little scattered lately, that would be why. And truly, thank you to everyone who's reached out and checked on me. The prayers and support mean more than you know. One big thing I learned this month is that I really need to lean harder on my good, better, and best lists. If you're unfamiliar with that concept, it basically means setting up a minimum version of success before the week even begins. So for me, a good week might simply be doing my Sunday planning session, keeping up with laundry, and getting my video uploaded. Then better and best would include additional health goals, learning goals, and extra routines, depending upon my capacity for the week. Having a baseline already defined helps me focus on what matters most, and I still feel successful at the end of the week instead of constantly behind. Going into June, my biggest adjustment is honestly just continuing those baby steps and remembering that progress still counts, even when it's slower than I want. I am especially grateful for my family and friends this month and just how supportive everyone's been during a really difficult season. One habit I really want to nurture again in June is movement, but I do have a couple of ideas that will tie into Violet being home for summer that can make it feel more fun and sustainable again. My big focus for June is health goals, which has been the overall theme for 2026. But I do want to focus on getting ahead with work so I can enjoy vacation and time away without carrying as much stress with me. And honestly, finding more fun in every day. I think leaning into the joyful moments is probably going to be what keeps me sane this season. Overall, I'd give May a 6 out of 10. There was some good, some hard, and some really overwhelming moments, but we made it through, and honestly, that deserves a little celebration too. Okay, now let's shift to June goals. I like starting with a quick look back at my quarterly overview first because it helps me reconnect with the bigger picture before I start planning another month. We'll also flip into my quarter at a glance pages so I can see just how busy the month is going to be. And honestly, June is looking full. For my personal goals, I think a huge focus will be preparing for quarter 3. I do need to get my academic planner set up and start planning for the next quarter and begin reorganizing my systems for summer. Definitely make sure you're subscribed because at the end of June, I plan to share my full quarterly reset process, including digital systems, paper planners, and all the behind-the-scenes chaos that keeps life functioning over here. I also want to keep my reading goals top of mind. I aim for 12 books a month, and I think I'm technically ahead now, but not enough to be too comfortable. For fun and recreation, we have a really exciting month ahead. We're going to take a trip to the Pacific Northwest at the end of the month to visit family and explore, and I'm so excited for that. We'll also be seeing LeAnn Rimes in concert with one of my close friends, which is super nostalgic. And there's a few birthday parties this month too. Also, it's my birthday, but there's no huge party plans for that. I fully intend to celebrate casually all month long with restaurant birthday freebies because that feels very on brand for me. Foodie joy counts as self-care. For work and learning, the biggest goal ahead is content batching as much as possible. For family and relationships, my biggest priority is quality time with Violet and really making the most out of our summer treat days and little adventures together. My health goals for the month are pretty simple and realistic. I want to move for 20 minutes a day, whether it's Pilates, stretching, or just taking a walk around the neighborhood. I also want to stay consistent with meal prep and start doing some batch cooking days so we have quick grilled dinners ready to go for the summer. For spiritual growth, we have end of Girl Scout season coming, so there are a few responsibilities tied to that party, but the bigger focus is resetting summer routines. Financially, we're keeping things simple this month with receipt capture and staying consistent. And for a physical environment, decluttering season has officially arrived. Not for me, I've been doing it all year long, but this month we're focusing on Violet spaces because this child grew 5 inches overnight, it seems. This month we're going to go through her closets, organize her capsule wardrobe for summer, and do a deep desk declutter because I tried opening one of her drawers the other day and could not get it closed again. Lord help me. And our final reset tasks for the month are getting the car washed and staying on top of weekly resets and hopefully finally being able to schedule that car recall. Okay, now for a little happy meal break because honestly, I think we all deserve one. I picked up a couple of things from PaperPlayHouseCo, including their Spring Garden sticker subscription and some Mother's Day sale goodies. Everything is hand-drawn here, which makes these kits feel extra special. The Spring Garden collection is filled with gardening supplies, seed packets, boots, florals, and all the cozy gardening vibes. The colors are really versatile too because they feel summery without being overly bright, which means I can probably work them into a lot of different spreads. Now I'm going to share a couple of extras that I grabbed from the Mother's Day sale. First up, we have the potted plant sticky note set, which is just as cute as it sounds. And honestly, I purchased these for a gift and I hope that they love them as much as I do. Then we picked up 2 handmade charms. Adeline makes these all by hand. We're starting with a houseplant charm, which has beautiful transparent leaves that catch the light in a super pretty way. This little pot was hand created with clay. And I also got the coffee journal charm. This one looks like a tiny handcrafted coffee bag and it's just honestly so adorable. I love the little cup that hangs with it and the tassel. And then I also grabbed 2 of these shorty pens. We have the white one that's called Cold Foam and then the buttery yellow because I love yellow. So this is definitely a must for me. This is such a fun little haul and I'm really glad I got to share it with you. And that's a wrap on my May reflection and June goal setting session. This season has definitely had some unexpected pivots and some hard moments, but I'm trying really hard to remember that progress doesn't disappear just because life gets complicated. Sometimes success looks like thriving, and sometimes it looks like continuing to show up. And right now, showing up counts. If you made it all the way to the end of today's video, leave me a little sunflower emoji down in the comments so that I know that you were here with me for the reset. Next week, we officially kick off summer planning with our June monthly plan with me. So make sure you're subscribed and I'll see you there.